Study Session 8. Drug Control. Introduction. In the previous study session, we observed there is a consequent association between substance abuse and crime. We have also examined the diverse effects of drug abuse. Thus, it is imperative to discuss efforts made to curtail drug incidence. Learning outcome. When you have studied this session, you should be able to point out strategies that can be employed to reduce drug trafficking and consumption. Drug control strategies. Drug control describes the various means employed to reduce the incidence of drug trafficking and consumption within a locality. These strategies will be discussed in three forms: supply reduction, demand reduction, and community intervention strategy. Supply reduction. This strategy is the law enforcement effort to deter drug use through the stoppage of drug inflow into the country, apprehending dealers or traffickers and street level peddlers. This strategy is basically geared towards reduction of supply and to also discourage would-be users from drug abuse. In Nigeria, the agency primarily saddled with such responsibility is the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA). This body was primarily established to combat drug offences. The officials of the body arrest and arraign suspects of drug offences for prosecution before the law court. They maintain border control to cut off supplies from entering the country. However, these efforts are greatly hampered by the vast and unprotected borders of the control. Nonetheless, even if such efforts have been successful, homegrown marijuana is easily available to replace other hard drugs at relatively low cost. Though the law prohibits them, yet these drugs are gaining more popularity. Demand reduction. The demand reduction effort is another aspect of the responsibility of the NDLEA. The strategies relate to the reduction of substance abuse through education and awareness programs. It emphasizes components that teach young people the causes and effects of drugs, resisting peer pressure and referrals of abusers for counseling and treatment. These demand reduction strategies are complemented by other non-governmental organizations, NGOs, and faith-based organizations. However, the effectiveness of this program is in doubt because most of the cases they attend to are the ones referred to the agency. Demand reduction programs are structured to be taken from one school to another or communities with drug prevalence. Community intervention. Another type of drug control is community intervention efforts, which rely strongly on community groups. These community groups include representatives of local government agencies, faith-based organizations, civic societies, and others. Their activities include drug-free school zones, which encourage the police and other stakeholders to keep drug dealers away from the schools. Neighborhood watch programs, which are geared towards reporting drug dealers. Citizen patrols, which frighten dealers away from public housing projects, and community centers, which provide an alternative to the street culture. Such community programs also provide counseling and social support to users. In other words, to effectively combat substance abuse, a multi-pronged approach that involves every member of the community is needful. Study session summary. Thus far, we discussed that drug control includes supply reduction, demand reduction, and community intervention strategies. Supply reduction strategy is a law enforcement effort to deter drug use through the stoppage of drug inflow into the country, apprehending dealers or traffickers, and street-level peddlers. Demand reduction strategies relate to reduction of substance abuse through education and awareness programs. Community intervention strategies entail the involvement of various community groups in the fight against drug abuse. End of study session 8. Thank you for listening.